And here we go.
Here we go. Hey, pool fans, we got some more pool action for you here. We have Brittany Bryant versus April Larson. This is a B-side match, playing for 7th, 8th. It's April on the left, Brittany on the right. Looks like Brittany won that lag. You're watching the North American Pool Tour Summer 10 Ball Classic, 2017 edition. Coming at you from Shooter Sports Bar and Billiards in Grayslake, Illinois. This is actually a little bit of bonus coverage that the people in the live stream didn't get.
Yep.
So you people who were waiting for it to just waiting for it to come out on DVD, you're much cooler than those people that were watching the live stream.
No, they're not. Go watch the live stream too.
Yeah, watch the live stream, watch the ads, show lots of support in the chat room for everyone. It's a new feature this year. This year that we're experimenting with, showing the chat room on screen. Worked out pretty well this time.
As long as everybody behaves themselves,
Yeah,
it'll be all right.
As long as everyone behaves themselves, which everyone they were very well behaved, which is amazing considering it's a bunch of pool players.
Mm-hmm.
Pool players behaving themselves. What's the world coming to?
Yeah, who knows?
So as long as everyone continues to behave themselves, we'll keep doing this in future tournaments.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't see the live chat right now.
And this is a race to 7.
Race to 7.
Alternate break.
Alternate break. It's supposed to be rack for your opponent, but a lot of the players have been choosing to rack their own.
Yeah.
It's call ball and pocket. If you illegally pocket a ball, then the incoming player has the option to accept it or pass it back.
And the 3-foul rule is in effect.
Absolutely. 3-foul rule should always be in effect. It shouldn't even be a question.
Yeah. And Brittany's made a ball on the break here.
Yeah. April's being helpful in removing the magic rack. Magic rack is mandatory to everyone's using them. They're provided by the NAPT.
Yep.
This is a pretty nice looking spread. These balls are spread out quite nicely.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, she just has to make sure she gets back far enough on this too, where she'll have a nice straight-in shot.
Yeah, because she'd like to be able to shoot and stop, just drop back, an inch or two to have the 3 in the opposite corner from the 2 here.
Yeah, she went up just a little short. I think she can still follow forward to the end rail and back up towards the center of the table, without hitting the 10.
What if she's got that other angle? Can she draw into the 8 and shoot the 3 in the same corner?
Yeah, that would be an option.
I don't think she got there.
It's awfully close.
No. And the bank is up table.
Yeah, if she did not get there, then she can cross the 3, try to get the cue ball back, to the right and then back to the left, like behind that 9, well, towards the 9, and trying to use a 10 ball as a blocker.
Yeah, and bank the 3 up table between the 8-10.
And the fact that she hasn't shot this yet tells me that she cannot see enough to make it. She's playing safe.
Okay, she gets to see a whole lot more of that ball than I thought she could.
Yeah, just not enough to make it though.
And she's left April a pretty nice shot here. Banked the 3 across side and called the 7. She just called it.
Yeah, and as we've seen from previous matches with April, she is not afraid to bank the ball.
No. Well, and the 7 hanging in the hole makes it so much bigger.
Yes.
You can, if you're banking just straight at the 3 and you hit the point, or of course she's missed it. But if you hit the point, you're still making the 7. Where if you're just banking the 3 over there, you've missed the ball.
Yep. All right, nice little bit of a medium difficulty shot here. A little bit of a tester.
Yeah, just draw to the side rail and back out for the 4 or the 4-7.
Center of the hole, nice shot. She'd like to have this 4-ball just hang there in front of the side after she makes a 7.
Yeah, I think I might like it to go up a little bit further.
Oh, you'd want the 4 for the corner?
Yeah, just because so many things can get funny if you don't hit this ball just right. She almost needs to hit the far right hand side of the 7 ball so that the 4 can go into the side rail and back out in front of the side pocket. If you're going to play the 4-7 combat, well, of course you're going to play it, but
right.
If you're going to leave the 4 for the side, I like just barely hitting the 7-4 ball into the rail and back out.
Yeah. Yeah, playing for the 4 in the corner is good as long as you don't get the 4 on top of the 9. That's the only thing that could really go wrong there. Or it doesn't come up far enough where she can't clear the side pocket.
Yeah, I think she was planning to leave it for the side, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, but as I said, that's why you need to hit as far as you can to the right-hand side of the 7 if you're going to leave it in the pocket, if you want to play the 4 in the same hole. Oh, both points. Every bit but the bottom, right?
Right.
And
all right, brings April to the table. The very thin, either back cut or she might be able to make this in the corner without scratching in the side.
She's calling it up in the corner, and
all right.
it looks like it's far enough below the side that it's a feasible shot for her.
Yeah, it can be a little deceiving from these camera angles, but she's not worried about it, so it must not be a problem.
Oh, center of the hole.
Plenty of room.
She wants it to slow just
slow
a little
down.
bit. Yeah, that's good. She's got good, and she can come straight down towards the center of the table here for the 8. And here, any angle on the 8 is good.
Yeah. Yeah. You just. Well, if you were to like this, for example, if you were to leave the cue ball like where it is now, that probably wouldn't be a good angle because then the cue ball would be coming up like in behind that 9-10.
Yeah. Well, and she's gonna. It has to go further than that with well, not a whole lot. Yeah, now she's going to have to be spinning into them. That can cause trouble.
Yeah, either running into them or trying to hit that narrow gap between the 9 and the rail.
Or, I just, I
she
thought
might be able to. She might be able to draw it and stay above them.
Yeah, just slide off of it.
But I think she might be fighting against it there. It might be better to just let it roll and try to go between that 9 and the rail. She was really concentrating on cue ball and took her eye off the 8.
Yeah, well, the biggest part of the shot is making the ball. It doesn't matter what happens, well, it does matter, but, that's the biggest part is, keeping control of the table. And, here, a little bit of love. Just get just a little bit of love there.
Yeah, got lucky. You had nothing lined up dead.
You'd much prefer having the control if you're going to play a safety and not just hope it lands safe.
Yeah.
Now here I would like to hit as thin of the 8 as I can to the rail and back in behind the 9 ball.
Yeah, that looks like exactly what she's. Well, I thought that's what she was doing. No, she was just trying to let the cue ball just drift in behind the 9. But yeah, I liked hitting the 8 maybe a little fuller where the cue ball goes to the side rail and then back into the behind the 9. And I think she's left her straight in.
Pretty straight. Oh, wow. Now here, would you try and spin around it or use inside on it to spin around back down for the 10 in the same hole?
Yeah, yeah, with some right spin, come 3 rails around. Yeah, if you try to like spin with some left spin, try to bump the 10, things can go wrong doing that.
And that's what she's done there. If it slows down, she should be okay to make this ball in the side pocket
that
still.
That landed in a good spot.
Yeah, a fortuitous roll.
Yeah, she should be able to handle this. She's a player.
And I had 10 ball for game
There we
number
go.
1 for Miss Larson.
First game to April. We are your hosts. Your hosts. Easy for me to say.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin and Sherry Ross.
Hola.
We are Railbirds. That's us. We're Railbirds Productions.
Yep. Just you and I. Oh.
So that's going to be April's break now.
Yep.
I think they were doing Rack Their Own.
And in the background there, you've got Kaylin Wyckoff playing Kia Sidbury.
Yeah, that was Kaylin in a purple shirt, right?
Yep.
That just went and sat down.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's Kia sitting down over there thinking about what she wants to do.
She's like, what do we do here? What do I want to do? Maybe she was waiting for Karen to shoot on the other table.
That could be, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as she shot, she got up to go over there.
Being a courteous pool player.
Yeah, and you're not putting that pressure on them of I'm standing here waiting for you.
Don't you hate when people do that, when they just stand behind you waiting for you to shoot?
Yeah. Oh no. I had somebody did it in my match against who did I play first? Janet Atwell.
Janet Atwell.
Yep, and the girl literally stood right next to her as Janet was shooting. I don't remember. I think it was the 9 ball.
Did she make it?
Nope. Janet got up off the ball once or twice, and the girl still just stood there. And then, if it was me, I would have, if being Janet, I would have walked away from the table, let her shoot.
Just like, go ahead. Yeah, you're in that big a hurry. Yeah, go ahead. I can wait.
But yeah, and I won the game. But but that was very just to sit there and not even put that pressure on the other table.
Yep, very courteous. To just stay sitting down and not even not stand behind them waiting for them to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was April that broke, right? Dry break.
Yes.
Spread them out very nice.
Yeah, she did. 7 was trying to go, and she's left these sitting pretty nice for Brittany.
Good opportunity to tie this back up.
Yep, she's got to call all combinations, banks,
Yep.
kicks.
Yeah, 10 ball, you got to call her. You got to call it. It's not like 9 ball where you don't have to call anything.
No, well, for the most part, the girl, obvious shots, but they do it kind of like they do an 8 ball, where any combinations, billiards. Bank shots.
The way it reads in the rule book is obvious shots do not have to be called. Bank shots, combinations, and billiards are never considered obvious, so you must call all of those. So just like BCA rules 8 ball.
Mm-hmm.
As far as what do you have to call and what's obvious.
Yep, she's going to spin around 3 rails back out towards the center of the table. Is it going to get up there?
Just barely.
Oh.
Just barely enough where she can see it to make it. It's still a little tricky of a angle on this.
Yeah. Well, she didn't. She was afraid of overrunning it and getting behind the 6.
Right.
At least here, if she ends up short, she can kick it the 410 or something, right? She's got a decent shot at a kick. If you end up beyond the 6, it's really tough.
Yeah, I think she's got to shoot this with some left spin and go like between the 6-9, and then to that left side rail and back out for the 5 on the side.
That's what she's doing. Will it get over?
Just barely. That's a good shot.
That's a nice shot, Brittany.
Well done. And I can't really tell how much angle she has on this 5. I don't know if she can just hold it there for the 6 on the other side, or if she has to roll forward for the 6 in the far corner.
Well, she went over and looked at it on the other side, so I think she can hold it. She went to look to see if it passed the 9.
Yeah.
Roll forward. You want to go past the center of the table here for the 8.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of angle here. She may even want to go to the end rail and back down. She looks like she's kind of winding up.
Yeah, she's winding up for that.
A little light.
Well, she's made the ball. She's got angle to get to the 9.
She's got a good line. She should come around the 10.
And you
it's
want to come
long.
around the 10, not trying to, you don't want to try and hold it up and miss it and then end up funny on some, bump it and end up funny. Play to spin
Yeah,
around it.
and that's what she was doing. She was trying to draw to the side rail. All right, nice opportunity, April, to extend her lead. Now with this, to get to the 9, she may be just coming, for the corner, not the
Yeah.
side. Yeah, just roll.
Follow it 2 rails
Yeah,
out.
for the corner.
Yeah, if you try and draw off of it, this ball bobbles real easy.
Well, yeah, you got to jack up because you're so close to the rail.
She's several inches from the rail.
Yeah, it's still got to jack up though. It wouldn't be a level cue.
Yeah.
Slow
Just want to
down,
just-
slow down. Well, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect
nice
speed.
Be able to slide off of it, 10
Yep.
ball in the same corner.
Yeah, she's even got just a little bit of angle where the cue ball is going to come out towards the center of the table. Kind of a center ball punch. Try to maybe just go forwards a little. Like try to get cue ball like around that foot spot, like that. Oh, a little bit or beyond.
Yeah. Now she wants it to bounce. This isn't an easy shot here. This is a tough cut.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
and there's that scratch in that upper right corner too.
Yeah, well, if she hits it with just a teeny bit of inside, it's going to go between, before the side rail, before the side pocket, and then between the side pocket and the end rail. With just a little bit of left English on it.
Yeah, it's so easy to scratch in that top right corner off this shot.
Well, especially, if you're trying to cue it with outside because that's the side of the ball you can see. She overcut it and still made it. It hit the
She overcut it so much I thought she missed it.
It hit the left point.
All right, April, 2-0. Nice shot there. It's going to be Brittany's break, and they are doing rack their own.
Mm-hmm. How do you say that town she's from?
Guelph. She's from Guelph, Ontario, Canada. It's outside of Toronto. Well, near Toronto, like within an hour of Toronto, in that ballpark. And Ms. April Larson, she's from somewhere in Minnesota. Don't remember the city.
I probably have her bio out in the garage.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm. I still can never remember how to say that town.
Yeah, Guelph.
The first tournament that we did, I had to have her say it like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, can you say that again? And then again?
And again?
And again. Them Canadians. She got a pretty tough little shot here. You cut the 1 at the 3, just call it. I mean, where do you play safe? You could bank the 1 ball back down table and put the cue ball over to the left side of the table here. Using the 5, 7, maybe even 10 as blockers, so she's cutting it the other way. If I could see it to cut it the other way, to the 3, I would, but maybe she can't.
Yeah, does she call the 1 in the right corner,
Yes,
or does she call the 3 ball?
On the right.
Okay.
And that cue ball's tracking.
I don't see it come out. There it comes. I don't see it coming back out.
Yeah, I think it must have it probably rang that corner pocket. Now April's going to look at it over at the 3. I like this shot better. It's a bigger ball, bigger pocket. And she could even put the cue ball at it if she wanted to, but she's going to cut the 1 at it. I think you'll see Brittany shoot it this time.
Right you are.
Made both. Got perfect on the 4. Just bounce off. She wants to actually go. She would like to be further down table, so she's probably going to follow this so that she's got angle to go down table for the 6. Either, or, ending up straight on it over down into the corner would be okay too. But she wants to be way over to have angle to go from the 5 to the 6. That looks pretty good. She's dialing her speed in a little bit better. I mean, you can start to feel those extra couple of inches, that extra turn on the cue ball. I mean, it's kind of, being in the zone or whatever you want to call it. And looks like Brittany's starting to get there with that, extra roll on the ball to get the right angle. Right between the 9-7. And as soon as I say that, and we haven't seen this match, so yeah. Can you give a commentator's thinks after the fact?
What do you mean after the fact? We're watching this live.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
No. No, because you didn't say we were coming to him live when you see. I noticed that. This is bonus coverage. No, get around a 10. Did it get there? She may just have this shot up into the corner. Stunned to the side rail and back off towards the center of the table.
Kind of wiped its feet a bit.
Yeah, hit the point of the cue ball. Hit the point of the side pocket too.
Yeah, both pockets were in play there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope the final recording comes out a little smoother than this.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Might have some work to do.
A little bit of top just to come back up. Oh no.
That one's not going in.
No.
And looks like she can see it to make it.
Oh yeah. She could probably even spin out of there a couple of rails, hitting the bottom rail side of the 8 ball into the side rail and back out towards the center of the table for the 9 ball.
Yeah, some left spin, 2 rails, yeah. And that's what she's doing.
She crushed it.
Yeah, that's...
Unfortunately, all she's got to do is make this ball to get a shot on the 10.
And don't follow it in.
Yeah, don't follow it in.
The old long straight in.
Nice shot.
She had angle. She wasn't that straight on it.
Yeah, very nice shot. Bet speed was a lot better. Just barely off angle. 10 ball deposited.
All right, that's going to put April up 3-0 in this race to 7. All right, you're watching, this is a B-side match. Loser gets 7th, 8th.
And April defending her title.
Yeah, April won this tournament last year.
Mm-hmm.
Her first pro event, first pro win. Regardless of what those people at WPBA have to say about that.
No, people in general, I don't know if because the NAPT is so new that they didn't realize what it was that she had done, but yeah, a year ago on this, she won, on this day, she won her first pro event. and then got her second one at the Ashton Twins tournament up in Canada.
That was this year sometime, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she got third at the WPBA Masters this year as well.
Was it Monica Webb she lost to for third?
I
I
don't
can't- I don't remember.
I don't know because it hasn't been aired.
Yeah, it was on ESPN3,
Yeah.
but I don't remember. Unfortunately, this 210 is
That looks pretty juicy, don't it?
looks
If
pretty.
you
Uh-oh, mayday, mayday,
danger,
mayday.
Will Robinson. It doesn't look juicy at all now. Then it's too far out there to jump.
Unless she's, well, she might be able to reach it. Maybe she can reach it with jump with a bridge. Maybe she'll just kick at it, separate the 210.
And she's waiting on Chris there. He's watching a hit for Eleanor and Karen. That match is for the right to play the point, Winterside Finals, hot seat, whatever you want to call it.
Yep, yep.
And on the other table is the match between Ja Lee and Molly Bontrager.
That's on table 16.
Yeah, that was on the
Uh,
featured. No, whatever
the feature table?
whatever the number the featured. Yeah, number 16, the feature table. That one was live streamed. It's also broken down into recording. Go watch it. Molly plays good.
Yeah, she does.
And Brittany's still not so sure about this. If I don't know. If you don't like it, if it's that tough, do you just shoot the 4 at it and move that combination out of there? Just to guarantee you get it out.
I might kick it to 10, off to the side rail.
Oh, did she call that?
Um,
Oh, do it again. Even if she didn't, I think she's going to
Yeah.
be kicking again.
She's going to be shooting whether she called it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, you can give
Yeah.
it back. Yeah, I can give
Yeah.
it back, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How about a jump combination 3-7?
If you're going to do a jump combination, make it a jump combination bank at the 310.
Yeah, I think
So she might scratch on the side doing
it's
that.
so easy to jump over that edge of the 5 there,
Mhm.
and the where it's going, the 3 into the 7, cross corner.
Well, there's a window. Oh, I guess there is a window through there. Looks like she'd have to shorten it a bit if she's going to kick up there.
Mm-hmm. It's got a good chance of going in off the 7, too, even if it doesn't go straight in.
And that's where she's calling it.
But if you straighten it up, where's that cue ball going? Coming in between there. It looks like that cue ball's going on a path towards the corner to me.
Right where she called it.
Yeah. Except you got to hit the red one.
Red, not maroon.
Mm-hmm. They're color coded too.
What do they think of next? Next thing you'll know, they'll be putting numbers on the balls too.
Shut the front door.
It's closed.
Oh, good. Yeah. Good, because I left my fire going out there.
This looks like the 6 ball sitting to one side of the pocket, so this is one of those situations I think where she'd be better off playing position for the 4 in the corner. Oh, or
You just make both of them.
and draw back for a position on the 5.
Yeah. See? Yeah, 5, the 8 in the side, roll forward for the 9 in the side. That's what she'd like to do. Make it happen. This, and all you gotta do is roll this with center ball and it gets there. A little harder. I should like to hit it a little bit harder.
All right, 8 in the corner, 9 in the left side.
Yeah.
See, fortunately, you don't have to call what pocket every ball's going to go in. In advance. Just the one ball. You're allowed to change your mind.
That'd make the game a whole lot more long. I was gonna say interesting, but no, not really.
Not so much, maybe.
Not so much.
Where when you're the incoming player, you have to call every shot in advance, not just the next shot.
Yeah.
April extending her lead, 4-0. Race to 7.
Okay.
Watching the North American Pool Tour Summer 10-Ball Classic, 2017 edition.
Looks like the girls are taking a break.
All right, if they're going to take a break, then so are we. We'll be right back. All right, looks like players are back from break, and so are we.
Here we are.
Brittany's rack and break.
And the break, the rack, 1 in the front, 10 in the center, and the 2 and the 3 on the bottom corners. Doesn't matter what corner they go on, but they have to be on the bottom corners.
And the rest of the balls at random.
Yep.
And at random means no pattern racking.
I thought the one was going. It looked like it was tracking.
Does she make a ball? Nope. And there's April already ready to go. Looks like she's going to try to follow 2 rails between the 6-3 towards the 2.
She did, and she it's a nice little rub off the back of the 3 there.
Yeah, as long as she can avoid this 10 ball, I think she can go to the bottom rail and back up for the 3.
Yeah, just play it in the side or in the corner, whichever she falls on. I'd like to play the angle just to come straight back up at it for the corner.
Yeah, I'd be playing for the corner.
And she rubbed the 10 a little bit.
Yep, and that's a good angle on the 3.
Yeah, she can just slide off of it for the 4.
Now she has to make sure she leaves herself angle on the 4. Don't get straight in on the 4, because that 5, you got to have angle on the 4 to get to the 5.
And she's probably just going to slide off of this and may not even go to the rail. It looks like she can keep it off of the rail. Nope. Come out. Huh?
It's got a little bit of angle. She likes a little more angle, but she'll just have to put a little muscle into this one, pop it out. Or she can follow 2 rails.
Looks like she's following out. Did she hit it? She hit it good. Nice speed.
Nice shot.
I'm going to walk over and look and see where she wants to be for the 6 and, where she's going to pocket the 7. Probably in the other side.
Yeah, she'll have to come all the way down to this bottom rail to get to the 7 on the side. So she wants to make sure she has a good angle on the 6 to come on down.
You're the next contestant. What if she draws back for the 6 and give yourself angle To go to the side, yeah. I like, she's,
Uh-oh. Oof.
I think, just draw it back a few inches or whatever to go to the side rail and back underneath between the 9-7, which is a pretty standard 9-ball, 9-ball shot, playing 10-ball, but,
Mm-hmm.
using those side rails to spin around, it's fairly standard shots.
And that's a little short.
Yeah.
Well, I do know she likes to bank the ball, so she'll probably bank this. She'll probably bank this in.
She's gonna walk on. She's looking at playing safe in behind the 9-ball, I think.
Either that, or she was looking at the angle that the cue ball's going to come off to see if she can come around the 9.
Well, she did not call the bank, and she would have had to have called it.
All right, good shot.
No, I think she was on good line there to make it. I think you
Mm-hmm.
probably supposed to go for it. I don't like giving up control of the table, and even though you've hooked her,
Well, maybe
hooked
she
Brittany
didn't.
here.
Maybe she didn't like her prospects of getting on the 8.
Yeah, she didn't want to have to shoot back-to-back banks.
I mean, I thought she could have come around, under the 9, around for the 8 in the bottom right corner, but maybe it looked differently at the table where that didn't look like it was an option,
Yeah,
or she didn't like it.
whatever it was, she wasn't happy with it.
Or it had no built-in safety.
Yeah. Brittany scratched right past it.
Well, that safety has earned her a ball in hand,
Yeah.
so you can't argue with that result.
No, you can't. It worked.
Now this, I like playing for an angle like more towards the center of the table so that when you come off the 8, you're going to that side rail and back towards the center of the table for the 9. So I like, following forward like to
About the center of the table.
about the center, yeah. So I like this angle to go to the side rail and back out for the 9.
Just over-rolled it just a little bit, but it should be okay.
She should be able to handle this. Looks like she's just going to like follow back and forth. I thought she was going to like just follow back and forth.
Oh, she's going to have to do that here.
Either that or slow roll it and take a a bit of a cut on the 10.
I think I like following it and coming back and forth across. You don't get something funny happen, trying to hold the ball up.
Yep, that's a nice shot.
And that
April with a commanding lead, 5-0, race to 7. And it's going to be April's break.
Yes. Yes, it is. And here's where you gotta, you gotta keep your foot on the throttle or whatever you want to call it here, on their throat. Can't let her breathe.
Metal to the pedal and the thingy to the floor.
Yeah. That's it. That's a ticket. I think I'm gonna go sit in the recliner. This chair squeaks too much. Is my cord long enough?
Mm-hmm. Alright, anybody home?
We all are.
Looks like dry break for April. Brings Brittany to the table. Bit of a cluster down here.
Yeah.
Shoot that 110?
No.
No?
Bank the 1-up table and use the cue ball to the 10.
thin off the side of the 1, cue ball at the 10
No.
with the built-in safety if you don't make the 10.
I don't think you can do that. I think the 9 ball's in the way. I was more like the path shooting, you know, kind of 3/4 of the 1 ball, cue ball at the 10
Yeah,
ball.
kind of follow through the 1.
Yeah.
I think she's looking at the 110 combination, looking at putting the cue ball behind the 3.
That'll work, maybe. She wants to shoot. She's, you know, trying to figure out, you know, anything she can to get on the scoreboard and start mounting this.
She's got some work ahead of her
Yeah.
if she wants to come back. Oh,
This
look at this.
comeback.
Nice shot. And look at the cue ball. Perfect cue ball.
Yep.
So, very nicely executed shot.
I mean, you know, if you like that kind of thing.
I really do.
I know
I
you
like
do.
that kind of thing.
I know you do.
Shooting at the cheese.
Riding the blue cheese.
And playing safe with the cue ball at the same time. Ooh, what's not to like about that?
I don't know. Yeah, starting it now. It says, so I got to start that comeback somewhere. Why not like that?
That was a nice shot.
It was a very nice shot. I think I remember seeing it during the tournament.
All right, Brittany's break. Come on, 10 on the break.
What good would that do her?
She'd get to keep shooting because she'd made a ball on the break.
Yeah, it does you no good because you can't even call the 10 on the break.
You can't even call it on the break. So it is impossible to win or lose on the break. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody's home.
Or nobody's home. One of the two.
Oh.
Depends where their home is. Is their home up on top of the table or in the ball return?
They're all out. They're all out playing to play.
Mm-hmm.
All out to play. Yeah. That's it.
All right, where do you push out to here? Push out for a jump shot, I guess?
Oh, I thought the 9 ball was the cue ball. I'm like, push out? What do you mean push
Just
out?
shoot the one in and run out.
Yeah, who pushes out here?
All right, I think she played for a jump shot. Although that 7 might be in the way.
Yeah.
If that 7's in the way, she's getting us back.
Oh, here she comes back to the table.
Did Brittany even get up, or she just
Probably not. She,
from her chair? Yeah, go ahead. I don't know. When you're down 5-1, you want to shoot, so I'd be at least coming to the table and having a look.
Yeah.
Then maybe she did. Maybe she was just outside of camera range where we couldn't see her. Not sure exactly what she had in mind when she kicked it at that slow speed.
Well, Brittany's gonna push this down table between the 4 and the 6, or is she gonna play it?
I think she's gonna shoot the one on the side and roll forward for the 2.
Okay. I couldn't tell if the 4 had that much of the side pocket blocked, but I guess it doesn't.
No, I'm pretty sure that one goes straight in.
Oh.
Or it could have.
Yeah. Caught both points. Back cut the 1 or play safe? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking for a safety here. Can you get that cue ball down behind the 2? That might be not really all that doable.
Can you drag it down under the 5, bank the 1, maybe the cue ball, the 1 at the 9, and drag it under the under the 5?
I think she can just cut the 1 a little and cue ball back up like behind the 10. She hit a little harder than I was thinking, but along those same lines.
Oh, Brittany's looking at where she wants to try and get on this 3 ball. So I wonder if the 1 passes Or was she looking at where she was going to play safe? Because it looks like the one might pass the 2.
She might be banking the one up past the 9-10. And that's what
Yep.
she's doing, yeah. That's a nice safety.
Mm-hmm.
Although as far as jump shots go, this one isn't too bad. Just has to get over the edge of the 9.
Yeah. And no, it's a pretty good line for just jump straight and it pockets the ball. Cue ball comes around a couple rails towards the center of the table for a shot on the 2.
At least that's the plan.
That's my plan.
That's probably her plan, too.
Yeah, I figured.
She lost her line. Get down, aim it again. She make it? Nope.
She hasn't left anything easy.
Then cut to the corner. And she'll go for this because she's got a lot of balls to hide behind if she doesn't make it.
Yeah, she's going to try and drag it a couple rails out of that upper right-hand corner there so that it's coming back on the line through the center of the table towards the 2.
Looks like shooting. Oh, she's just playing safe. Yeah, I think she could have gone for that there with some right spin. Bring the cue ball down here, like underneath all these, underneath like the 9-10.
Oh yeah, now Brittany's left she's left the edge of the 1 for April. But you have to try and go in between the 8 and the 4 to go up table with it.
Yeah, and you could so easily hit either one of those 2 balls and end up with leaving a pretty easy shot on the 1.
Hit the point, come off of the 4, something funny happens. And so you hit it as full as you can and bank it back over by the 9-10 and put the cue ball over on the other side rail. And not try and put the cue ball down table if she can, because it looks like she can see a little bit less than half of the ball maybe. She's called the bank. She's going to hold it right, try and hold the cue ball right there for the 2. Or come up in behind the 9-10 and leave the safety too.
Yeah, I don't know if she can play safe at the same time as playing the bank. She did hit the 4 and still got safe out of it.
Yeah.
That worked out.
This one may pinch in off of the 2, catching it full off of the side rail.
Yeah, it looks like, it depends if there's much of a gap between those 2 balls, but it looks like it's lined up like right at the rail, not at the corner. But it might have a chance of going.
Yeah.
Looks like she's looking at trying to come thin off the 1. Side rail, thin off the 1, bring the cue ball, letting the cue ball continue to travel a couple rails out of there is what that's what she was looking at. She's looking at coming. Well, she keeps changing her mind, it looks like.
Yeah, do I play the ball? Does it go in the other corner off of the 2? I think there's a big scratch if you're coming in behind that, trying to hit the back side of the 1 at all. Probably, that corner just looks huge to me. I think I like the thinning it or full in the face. And is it going to stop right in on the... Oh, it kept rolling. It looked like it might want to stop right in behind the 10.
Yeah, this left it pretty nice for April. 1 ball come up for the 2. That 3 might go on the side. I mean, the 2 ball gets you right on the 3 if the 3 goes in the side.
Oh, but it goes up in the corner too.
Yeah, definitely goes in the corner. This bottom corner. But then you got to get a lot better position on it.
It Looks like she's got an angle to go to the end rail and back, straight back at the 3. I think it does go in the side pocket. You just roll it in. You don't have to do much with it. The 4 ball's right there. So, almost all of your concentration can go into pocketing the 3.
Mm-hmm. All right, she's straight in.
Man, this one I think I just like just touching it in. I don't want to try and draw out of there. I don't want to do anything, because then with these diamonds it rattles out of the hole.
And even just slow rolling it,
Yeah.
she caught the point. And I think she's just going to roll up on the 9.
Shoot the 3 between the 9, 10, and leave the cue ball up on them.
Mm-hmm.
Right up on the 9. Just wants to be sure she puts it between them.
Call 3 in the corner anyway, just in case you accidentally make it.
She's looking at just slow rolling it. That works.
That's a nice shot.
Do you want somebody to watch this? Absolutely. 10 ball sitting there like that, you better believe it.
There's Chris Rogers, our tournament director.
Nice hit. Almost made the ball.
Yeah, very nice hit.
Unfortunately, she's left a nice shot for Brittany here. Cue ball's already, wanting to go down table towards the 4.
Yeah, it looks like she can go right to that end rail to the right of the 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 to the 5, she'll probably want to be fairly straight on the 4 and roll forward for short side on the 5. That looks looks a lot easier than trying to come up with some type of angle to come this side of the 5, because that 7 ball can get in the way pretty easily.
Yeah, absolutely can. And the 6, is that the 6 on the rail or the 8 ball?
I think that's the 8 in the bottom right.
Okay. So if that's the 8 you're going from the 5 to the 7, so yeah. It looks like she's got angle here that she's going towards the 7 ball.
Yeah, she might be able to miss the 7, and she might be able to miss the 7. It's going to be close.
Well, and if you're even going to think you're going to rub it, you might want to just jack up on it a little bit and slide below the 7 ball.
Yes,
to be sure
stay
you miss
to
it.
stay to the right of the 7, so
Yeah.
towards the center of the table.
Just between it.
Yeah, just missed it. Nice shot.
Nice angle, little bit of angle. She can just draw down a little bit off of this, or she can go forward, whichever she prefers. I think I like just drawing out of it a little bit. The 5 ball doesn't have to go but 12 inches to the hole. Ooh. And I think she may have caught it the ball a little bit full too.
Yeah.
So the cue ball didn't move as much.
Right.
Because it did go into that right hand side of the pocket, so.
Yeah, but this is okay. This isn't bad.
Yeah. She should be able to deal with this here. The pug life. It looks like she's just going to roll forward with it. Take what the table gives her on the 8-ball.
Yep, that's looks like about the perfect angle to just roll forward 2 rails for the 9 on the side.
Yeah, 9 in one side, 10 possibly in the other, depending on what kind of angle she ends up with. Oh,
Right, that looks pretty good. She's got just a hair of angle, so the cue ball's going to go to the left a little bit, so it looks like she'll be perfect for the 10 on the other side.
and it looks like she's just trying. She's just gonna put, do a little pop shot, little center on it.
Right, so I guess, yeah, she was more comfortable with that, so.
Yeah, didn't want it to go forward and
Yeah.
end up with, on that 50-yard line.
Right, yeah, where you have, where it's a tough shot to either the side or the corner.
Uh-huh, yeah. And here it was either a shot to the side or to the corner, depending, how much she slid off of it. And
All right, nice shot.
it brings April back to the table for her break. All right, looks like April's made half of the balls in the break.
Yeah, that was a nice break by April.
There's only 2 of them, but they're all spread and really nice. It's just the hardest shot here is going to be her opening shot. She's calling the bank on the 1 rather than taking the risk of shooting at the 3, which I think she had a really nice shot at a billiard on the 3.
Well, she was more comfortable shooting the bank.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that has not worked out for her. This is sitting pretty nice for Brittany here. The 1, 2, and the 3 are all right there. 3 to the 4. She just wants to make sure when she goes from the 3 to the 4 that she gets, good angle on the 4 to get over to the 6, and that's really going to be key.
Yeah, where from our angle, she needs to be to the left side of the straight in line. Well, or either just off of it, one way or the other would work too, where she can just draw it back a little bit for the 6. So about the center of the table
Yeah.
would probably be good. Because she needs to be she's either going to have to roll forward off of the 4 to shoot the 6 in the side pocket on the other side of the table, or draw off of it and shoot the 6 in the same corner.
And that's pretty good speed. She can go to the rail and back off with the 6 in the same corner.
Mm-hmm. She could also go forward with it and shoot the 6 in the side pocket so that the cue ball is rolling forward towards the 8.
Yeah, if she's straight enough on the 4, she could do that.
That's not the way she was cueing it. She was looking at it, but she may have just been looking at where the cue ball is going to go into the rail and how she wants to play off of it. Did we just freeze? We did. Near to draw to the side rail and back out for the 8. She's looking at going forward between this 9-10.
Yeah, she's not real good on this 6. She's going to be, she either has to run into a ball or try to go between them.
Doubled it out of that corner and came up, set up nice for April here. She may have to, she could either follow it forward or just draw off of it a little bit. She does have the angle. I think she's going to go forward to the end rail and back out.
Ooh, she's got to stretch for this one.
Yeah,
It's
came
hard,
up a little short.
Yeah, this is a hard one just to reach.
Back and forth towards the center of the table.
Tough to do at the bridge.
Yeah, it is. Speed control is harder to judge when you're pushing rather than swinging with your arm. It's something, you know, you really gotta practice getting that touchdown with the muscle moving in a different direction.
Yeah, well, I get the feeling, you know, she's used the bridge quite a bit in her pool career so far.
Well, being that she started playing so young, probably.
Yeah, and she's kind of short.
Well, she needs that ball to get up.
Yeah, that's, speaking of short, came up a little short on this one.
Yeah, no, this one's when you flip the imaginary coin in your head, which pocket do I shoot it at?
Yeah, I shoot this at, I go to the corner here.
Yeah, because it's, you know, and if you do any here, the pro side is to undercut this.
Yeah.
So that it hits the side rail and comes to the end rail. And
Nice shot.
Center of the hole.
All right, that puts April on the hill, 6-2 in this race to 7. All right, Brittany's break. All right. Let that cue ball run around a little.
Yeah. And then has not made a ball on the break.
Hasn't left much for April except a safety here on the 1.
Has she made a ball on the break yet?
I don't know. I haven't been really paying attention. I don't remember.
It seems like she's come up dry most of her breaks. Brittany has.
Looks like she's just going to play safe. Just knock the 1 to the other side of the 6. Nope, not to the other side of the 6.
She's trying to bring the cue ball back in behind the 3.
Yeah, she wanted more distance than just the little simple little dink safe.
Yeah. And Brittany's calling up. Did she call it up in the corner?
Yeah, I think she's gonna kick behind it, hoping to just leave the cue ball behind these balls and just call in the one just in case.
No, it looks like she can see the one.
Yeah. I think maybe she just likes kicking at it rather than trying to thin off it, maybe because of that two ball.
Yeah, and she can hold her cue ball better, hitting it full. When she's come off the side of the one.
7 ball.
Yeah, got a little low there.
There might be just enough room to make it. Maybe.
Pardon me.
Certainly.
Oh, yeah? Alright.
All right. Getting all situated here.
Open shot here for April on 2. Did she get straight on this 3?
No, she's got angle.
Okay. Angle to follow forward. Because
Yep.
that's the 4 down here by the foot spot.
Yes, it is. Yeah, the 5 ball, that's going to be key. 4 to the 5. Well, 4 to the 5 isn't too bad.
And it's getting the right angle to 5 to 6.
Right. And getting on the 5 from the 4, she's going to be forced to play short side on it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, don't get on the rail. Get off the rail. That makes this a lot more difficult to get from the 4 to the 5 if you're on the rail.
Ooh.
Gotta kind of jack up and draw it over, and this is tough. Unless you can shoot this with some high left and go back up for long side on the 5. And that's what she was trying,
Yeah.
and...
So I'm going to come out for the shot for Brittany. No.
And this, she may just roll it and let the cue ball bump the 8 and take a cut shot on the 5.
Yeah, because that 8 is going to push the cue ball back towards the side rail. And the 5 is off the rail just a little bit.
Yeah, she needs angle on the 5 to come across for the 6 anyway.
Yep.
Alright, I think I found the magic settings for this program.
Okay. Tappy now.
No,
Didn't even touch the
Didn't
8.
even touch the 8. Here's just some center ball, just comes straight across.
Yeah, between the 9-10. Yeah. And if you put anything on it, you want a hair of right-hand English to keep it from working towards that side pocket.
Yeah, and even if you bump the 9, it's okay. Bumping the 10 might get in your way. No, she came right between them, didn't touch anything. Nice shot. It's a very nice shot.
Yeah.
And if she can't hold this up for the side, the 7 does go in this bottom right corner. If she has too much angle on the 6, but I think she can hold it for the side. I think that's available.
Yeah, I think she's going to draw to the side rail and back out for it.
I don't think she's going to go that far with the cue ball. I think she's going to just try to hold it up. And now she's going forward.
Well, she's got the angle to go into the 10 ball here.
I think she's going to try to come straight down to this bottom rail and back up between the 8-10.
There you go. Just like that. Bump off the 9 and let her cue at the ball.
Yeah, come one rail straight across between the 9-10 for the 9 in the same pocket.
It looked like she was looking at going, staying low of it and maybe playing the 9 in the side pocket in the
Oh, okay.
the right hand side pocket.
Right you are.
9 and 10 in the same hole. Or she could shoot, if she's straight in, she could shoot and stop right there, and the 10 in the upper corner. No, she's going forward with it, so the 10's going to go on the other side. And that's all player preference there.
Yeah, it's gone just a little far, but I think she'll handle this.
Gets another
Nice
one
shot.
back, 6-3. And it is April's break again.
Seems like she just broke 2 games ago.
Well, she did. Because they play alternating break.
Yep. They do play alternate break. It's supposed to be rack for your opponent, but they're doing rack their own.
Yeah.
About half of the matches, it seems like we're rack their own.
Yeah, both of my matches we racked for the opponent.
By the way, we are your hosts, Kevin and Sherry Ross, with Railbirds Productions. All right, April's break. All right, nice break. Anything go in?
Nope. Everybody is still there.
Everybody's accounted for.
All players accounted for.
All right, what is she looking at? Is she looking at cutting this in and coming kind of back and forth between like to the right side rail and then this left side rail between the 7-8 and then back out again? Is that what she was looking at?
I like the bank and just pulling it down by the 5. She's playing safe back in behind the 7 ball.
I saw her lining up, putting her cue stick on the rail over here right between the 7-8, but I wasn't sure if she was going to cut the 1 and let the cue ball come down here, or she was just playing safe.
And April's got out her jump cue. Just called the 1 in that upper right-hand corner pocket.
Ooh, that'd be a nice shot. I want to see that one. Oh, and she overcut it. Who overcuts that bank cut shot? Safe? Look at this.
Yeah, she's playing safe. That ended up pretty
she
nice.
She was playing safe the whole time. That was just in case call it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, to hit it into the end rail, this foot rail, and shorten it up if she can shoot between the 7 and the corner pocket into the rail. Shorten it up just a little bit. I don't see any other way to hit this. Unless if she can see past the side pocket.
Yeah, like, well, like between the 9-5 with a lot of left spin.
Mm-hmm.
She may even look at trying to tie something up, intentional foul.
Make something funny.
Like knock the 3 over behind the 10 or something. I think that's what she's looking at.
Yeah, and she's gonna look at a few things,
She doesn't rush into anything. She explores all her options.
Yeah, and you don't want to line anything up, too.
Yeah, you don't want to line it up dead.
Yeah, you're getting ready to give April ball in hand, and she's on the hill.
Yeah, you don't want to give her a 1, 2, 3, 10 combination.
Yeah, and if she can make this 3 ugly, that's a really good shot, because it's the 1 and the 2 are up table, and how do you break it out?
Problem is, it's hard to make. You just have to just thin it, just barely thin it, cutting the 3 to this bottom rail.
She's not liking giving up ball in hand.
I don't blame you. Your opponent's on the hill. You don't want to give him ball in hand. But just thin the 3 on the left side. From the point of view of the shooter, just cut the 3 to this bottom rail, nice and thin, nice and soft.
Yeah, and you got to make sure it gets to hits the rail.
And make sure the cue ball doesn't come back and break it open.
Just like that.
Which it has not, so good shot.
I wonder what the billiard looks like.
Now, does that 3 go? I mean, if you get the cue ball on the bottom rail, does it go?
I'm not sure. April's gonna be. Well, that's what she's looking at. Get an angle on the 2 to come back down onto the bottom rail. That billiard looks pretty. The 310. I just. I mean, it's almost you need ball in hand.
Well, can she put the cue ball over on the other side of the 1 ball, shooting the 1 this way, rolling forward for safety, like behind, putting the cue ball behind the 6 or the 4?
Well, yeah, it's definitely an option. Hit the point.
Oof.
Well, if it goes from the bottom rail, she's got angle to draw down to the bottom rail here.
You just be careful she doesn't bump that with her clothes or anything, because if she moves 2 balls, that's foul.
Yeah. And she hasn't gotten down far enough.
She's gonna have to kick at it. Try to kick it nice and soft. Try to kick safe.
Yeah, just hit it and leave the cue ball right on it.
I was thinking trying to shoot the 3 to the other side of the 10. But no, she's just doing your shot. Just leave it on top of it.
Did you see how close that billiard was on?
Yeah, that 10 was going in that direction. She should have hit it harder.
That billiard was on.
Looks like she can just get the cue ball to the other side of the 10.
Uh,
No, she's
not trying to double kiss this in, is she?
I'm not real sure what she's thinking. Well, it looks like like about a half ball hit with a little bit of draw. It'll bank the 3 up a little bit, and the cue ball over behind the 10 looks like a pretty good shot. From over here, it looks like a good shot. At the table, it might look impossible.
Yeah.
Maybe that 10's closer to the rail than I'm thinking.
Is she looking at 10 off the 3, cue ball into the side rail, and back over behind like the 8-4? Was that what she was just looking at? It's a sticky wicket.
She's in a little bit of a predicament.
A pickle.
I mean, it looks. I still like my shot. She did what you were talking about.
And she got there.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Yeah. Now it's how do you kick at the ball?
She can kick to this bottom rail with some left spin. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. It's still not an easy hit.
No. You got to put some good left spin on it.
Yeah. It's the 10. Nice hit.
Good hit, and well, she can probably billiard this 5.
I don't think Brittany's going to. She's gone into lockdown mode here.
Yeah, I think so.
And
immediately she's looking at where can I play safe.
Can I get the cue ball in behind the 10 here? If she could get it to just roll up on the backhand side, how good would that be? bank the 3 ball, back up there and let the cue ball just hit the 10. You don't even have to get her in behind it.
Yeah, that'd be great if you can get there. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what she's looking at.
She's waiting for Jolly to shoot on the other table.
Yep. She said, yeah, go ahead and shoot. I'm still thinking about it.
Give me a little longer to study.
Mm-hmm.
And she needs to make sure she misses the 5 with the 3 ball.
Yeah, you don't want to graze the 5 or...
Yeah. You gotta know where everything's going.
Yep. Rule number 1 of playing safe. Know where the balls are going.
Mm-hmm. She tried to spin it down under there.
Yeah, and she's left her a window.
How much of a window is it, though? I don't know if she can see it to make it.
No, but it looks like she can 3-rail the 3, leaving the cue ball behind the 6.
She's looking at cutting it in.
Yeah, if she can't make it. And it looks like she just called it. So, it must go. She thinks it goes.
I think I shoot. Pop it to the rail and out. Oh, wow. She could overcut
Yeah,
it.
she had enough room to overcut it, and she's left it tough.
Ah,
Got away with that one.
10 ball. 2 rail the 3 to the end rail and call the 10 ball with the cue ball.
There you go.
That's what she's looking at, 2 railing it to the end rail, but I don't
Yeah, but
think
she's not looking at the
she
10.
didn't call the 10, but that's the cue ball's heading that way.
Yeah. If the cue ball's going to head at the 10, it doesn't. It's not like that other, like the Steinway Billiards. It's not like the way they play 10 ball where you have to call safe. You know,
Yeah.
in this, if you call a ball and you don't make it, you don't get penalized.
Nope, it's just call pocket.
Like if she calls a 10 and doesn't make it, your opponent can't pass it back unless you slap the ball in. So, call it if the cue ball's going that way anyway. It was definitely a possibility.
Yep.
Or yeah, I would have been calling it. And maybe she did call it and we just didn't see it.
It's a possibility because there's a lot going on off
Mhm.
screen that we can't see here. And being that we're not, doing this live, we can't look over or hear any, see anything. And even if we were recording another match. Or streaming another match. We were recording this one. And she, regardless if she got up over that 5 or not, somehow it went up there and it hit the 3 and it couldn't see if she, I'm assuming she didn't get up over it.
Yeah, I couldn't exactly see what was going on, but
Yeah.
whatever it was, it's resulted in Brittany getting ball in hand. Just going to just draw some bottom left, avoiding the 6.
Yeah. Back out.
Now she's up self angle to come around 2 rails, trying to bring the cue ball back to around right about where it is now.
Yep. Yeah, so she's going to hit this with some center left to spin out of that upper left-hand corner.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just a hair below center.
Just to drag it out. 2 rails.
And that looks pretty darn good to me.
Yeah, that's 1 rail back up towards, and maybe to stay to the right of the 9 a little bit just to keep it out of play. So put a little, from the way we're looking at it, put a little left-hand English on it so that it comes back out. And she just did center ball. 1 rail straight out for the 8 ball and the others in the side pocket, right about where she is right now.
Yeah.
The foot spot would probably be best because then she can roll forward with it.
All right, or 8 in the corner.
Yeah, 8 in the corner, and she can force off of the side rail if she wanted to.
And another one of those little center ball, kind of a pop stroke where it widens the angle a little and lets it go forward just a little.
Yeah, because if she just flat out rolls it forward, that side pocket is
Yeah.
big.
Exactly.
And she needs to actually get a little bit beyond the 9 so that, oh, well, she's going to
She's
take the angle.
She's content to let the cue ball go up and down table.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Nine ball on the side. Just a little bit below center just so that it slides off of the 9 towards the center of the end rail. Oh, and she was coming 2 rails.
Get there, get there.
It's going to just get there.
It got there.
Chasing shape. I like it, Brittany.
That's some precision position play there.
Say that twice. Just don't. You
Once
don't
was hard enough.
Yeah, you don't even have to try to do it fast. Just say it twice.
All right, nice out there, Brittany.
Did you update the score?
I did. Yep.
I didn't even see it change.
I was quick. I was in there like ninja. Score ninja. So it was probably Brittany that took the break before because she was huge deficit, and now that Brittany's making a comeback, April's probably going to take a break.
I think they did just take a break. So we should take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break too, so we will be right back. All right, and we are back. It's going to be Brittany's break.
Yeah, so this is for 7th, 8th.
Uh-oh.
Danger.
That's a nice looking layout. The 2 to the 3 is going to be key here.
So that means the winner of this match will play the loser of one of the other matches.
I think it was the loser of Jolly and
Yeah, and
whoever she's playing over there. Was that Molly that she's playing?
Yeah, she's playing Molly. Molly Bontrager.
Molly Bontrager, yeah. So I believe the winner of this plays the loser of Jolly versus Molly Bontrager.
Then the winner, which it looks like the match might have just ended between Kia Sidbury and
Kaylin Wyckoff.
Kaylin Wyckoff. Plays the loser of Eleanor Collado and
I wasn't expecting wasn't expecting her to play position on the 2 like this. I thought she was going to play the 2 in the corner. This is going to be hard to get to the 3 from.
She's playing it off of the 6.
Right, but
Pushing
that 6 is going to go into the 3.
Nope.
No, it isn't. Okay, nice. Okay, nice shot. Very nice. All right, so
You need to draw it back.
yeah, she needs angle on this 4 to come down for the 6, so she needs to make sure she draws back, past straight in on the 4,
Yeah.
or rolls forward for the 4 in the upper left corner.
I think I might like that one better because then you could slide under the 8-10 too.
Yeah, this is not where she wants to be. She's in trouble here.
Yeah. You can't jack up and do the what's his name shot, the who was it?
Mika
Eminem. You can't even do the Mika Eminem shot here.
No, you gotta kind of jack up a little bit, pop it, go to the top rail and back down.
I'm not liking this.
It's a tough shot. Ooh,
Oh,
boy.
yeah. Got double punished.
Yeah. The double whammy.
And then here we go. Another nice opportunity for Brittany to get one on her side of the board and
Yeah, just gonna
keep on marching.
give herself a little angle on the 4, come to the bottom rail and back up for the 6 in the same pocket as the 4.
Yeah, because the
Because the 8's blocking.
8-ball's blocking the other one, possibly. It looks like it is.
Looks to me like it is.
Yeah. Well, and it's easier to go forward from the 6 to the 7 than it, it's always easier to go forward than it is to come backwards. The cue ball likes moving that way. And that's a nice angle.
Yep. Just follow this in. Come one rail out for the 7 in the side.
Yep. And she needs to be well beyond, to the right of that straight in angle, that straight in line on the 7 to be able to come down table for the 8.
She doesn't have to come down table for the 8. She can play position in the center of the table and cut the 8 in.
That might be what she's going to have to do here.
Yeah, because I don't think she has any. I don't
She's
think she has
pretty
angle to come
straight.
down.
Yep, right in there. And overhit it rather than underhit here to take that 10 ball out of play.
Yeah, you would much rather go a little too far than not far enough and be hooked behind the 10. For sure.
Nice shot, and that's nice speed.
Yep, that's good speed.
One rail straight up between the 9-10.
Yep.
So now I know what she's doing when she comes and looks at things. She's looking at the angle of where the cue ball's coming off of, and so a lot of players don't do that. Don't walk over and look at that angle coming off of the rail.
Brittany's nice. She's helping us out. She's letting us know what she's thinking, so it makes it easier for us to tell you what she's doing. Ooh.
Speaking of, I don't know if we ever got any information from her to send her that picture she wanted. I can get to her from Facebook, I guess. Now, is she gonna go forward? Yeah. Spin around the 8 in the same, or spin around the 10 in the same corner.
Yeah, whatever that game-winning ball is.
Yeah, that one out there. The blue cheese.
The Roquefort.
She's gonna ride it here. She's gonna send that 9.
She's gonna ride the cheese, isn't she?
She's riding the cheese. Pass me the sugar. Pass the sugar.
All right, Brittany, inching closer.
Yeah, 6-5.
Now, was she down at 6-1 at one point?
Yes, she was. They like to keep it interesting, that's for sure.
That's quite a deficit to overcome, and she's definitely chipping away at it.
Yeah, and this just goes to show you that even with the alternating break, it is never over until that last ball is sunk.
Yeah, absolutely. Never give up, never surrender.
No, I don't recall seeing too many break and runs in all of the matches that we streamed, watched, played. The ones I played in.
Yeah, even Karen Core wasn't really breaking and running.
Nope, I had one break and run in my match against Janet, and I was so happy about that. It's not easy to do.
Did she make a ball on the break?
Looks like she's made a couple of balls on the break again.
Is she going to shoot at this 110, or is that 8 blocking the 1?
I think the 8 is in the way here, and she's going to have to shoot the 1 past it. Just go for the out.
Well, except if you cut the 1 to make it, your cue ball's running right into the 8. It's going to be hard to get to the 2.
Yeah, well, but if it's blocking the 10, you can't shoot at the 10.
Oh,
she was able to push forward off of it.
Oh, look at here.
There's 210 here.
It's 210 for the match.
And this isn't easy. She's having to, cut it. She's off angle.
Yeah, a little off angle. You got to cut it. You can't just pretend like you're shooting the 2 straight into the pocket.
Yeah, the 10 has to be cut a little bit too to go in. So this is not an easy shot.
It's
but
missable.
she can play safe and bring the cue ball. I was going to say bring the cue ball back in behind there.
And
I think she's good. She may have her hooked, but if she can see the edge of it, she's going to play this billiard.
Yeah, I think she does have the billiard. I think that's available.
Yeah, if Brittany can see the edge of this too, she's billiarding this 10.
Yeah, it's a very thin,
and that would make it hill. That's what she's looking at. She's going to delint the immediate area. Get any little pieces of chalk, anything out of the way. Don't want anything Making that ball veer off course.
It's a Grady Matthews quote.
That's right.
Making fun of Johnny Archer, if memory serves.
Yep.
That's from like 1985, I think, or something like that. That's a
Hey, I remember them all.
Mm-hmm. Nice
Center
shot.
of the hole.
Hill, ladies and gentlemen.
And
from
was safe.
From a 6-1 deficit, comes back 6-6.
Well.
And it's going to be
Brittany's
break.
April may never get back to the table here. And, she really hasn't done much wrong.
Not really.
I think she might have really, since it was 6-1, she might have missed one ball. It's just Brittany has been getting the upper hand on the safety battle.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I don't even consider missing that 210 there a miss because it was such a tough shot.
Right.
And that right there would have been one of the ones where I would have walked over and checked that other line on it from the 10 to the 2. To get the whole 360-degree, every bit of information you can on that shot, just to make sure that your line is right. I wish I could remember that guy's name who I learned that from. I bet you Jessica knows.
All right, nice controlled break. Did she make anything? I think so.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Brittany's
She's
made a ball.
And she has a shot on the 1.
Yep. And the 4 could probably keep the cue ball right there for the 2.
Well, I would rather the 4 ball wasn't there. I'd rather come across for the 2. I wouldn't want to run into the 4, but she can make it work. I mean, if she hits the 4 full, that might send the 4 like over into the 5 where it gets tied up.
Yeah. Well,
if you come off thin off the 4 might push in front of the 2.
Yeah, well, and the 3 and the 8 are kind of funny here too. To get out of there to get to the 4, that 8's a big ball.
Yeah, you'd have to follow forward 2 rails out of there probably, or maybe draw off the 8.
Yeah, she could even just play safe here. Bump the 1 to the end rail and let the cue ball come back up into the 4.
It's a possibility. I think she's going to shoot, though.
Yeah, and I had a feeling that 4 was going
to
hold Whitey right there. Play safe, bank the 2 down table, put the cue ball in behind the 4.
Yeah, I think that's what she was just looking at.
Or behind the 5. Depends on how hard she hits it. If the cue ball actually went right into the 5 and could hold it, it'd give her a little bit more speed that she could put on the 2 ball to get it in between that 9-10.
I don't know, it looks like she can cut this to that left corner with some bottom left spin where it draws to that side rail, and then a left spin spins it to the end rail, and then towards the 7 for straight in on the 3.
Yeah, it's available, but she's.
That looks as easy as any safety she's looking at, and you get to stay at the table and shoot. When I say as easy, I mean about equally difficult. Not that it's an easy shot.
Yeah, no, and it's and you're staying at the table.
You know me, I like to shoot at my hole.
Well, yeah, and and then that's what you're supposed to do. If the safety is just as hard as the shot, you go down swinging. Well, I mean, that's my philosophy. I'd rather go down swinging.
Mm-hmm. All right, but she's playing safe. Looks like she's going to try to bank this 2 to this bottom rail, trying to get this cue ball over probably behind behind the 5. So she's 5 or 7. All right, she's come up short with the cue ball. but she has not really left a shot. If that freezes,
That was really nice speed on the 2.
yeah, if that freezes, a little bit harder to play safe off of, but it's bounced just a little. She might be able to bank the 2 out there and let the cue ball behind the 3-8.
Yeah, and it allows her to hit the 2 a little bit thinner to be sure she doesn't get the double kiss, because the 3-8 are going to hold the cue ball. It's going to take away the speed of it. And she's cutting at this.
Yeah, she's going to go the other. She's going to bank the 2 into the 3-8, cue ball over behind.
She tried to come all the way out. So now we're going to, if the 2 doesn't go and it doesn't look like it passes the 8, I'm going to bank the 2 and put the cue ball back in behind the 8.
I think just, well, you can do that. Or you can just slow roll the 2 to the end rail with the cue ball over to that left side rail.
It looks like she's trying to bank it in there and let the 8 hold the 2 ball and put the cue ball over. Use the 9 and the 10 as a blocker.
Yeah, the cue ball. I mean, the 2 ball could leak out between her and leave her shot right between. Right, that's. She's not left a shot.
I'm not left.
Not the easiest of safeties either.
No.
If she tries to bank the 2 out of there, it's probably going to hit the 8.
Yeah, and if you try to hit it thinner, you could even slide off of it and scratch.
Yeah, she caught the 8.
Yeah.
Hasn't left a shot really, so she's probably going to try to draw back behind the 8, I think. Shoot the 2 into the 5, try to draw back behind the 8.
What if you play it up to the end rail and draw to the side rail and back under the 8? You like it just more close quarters there, huh? Because you can slide straight off at it.
Yeah, I like. Looks like she's doing your shot.
I think it's the possibility of not getting a rail, shooting it that way.
The 2 ball is definitely going to get a rail.
Yeah.
Okay, now she's looking at
Now she's
my
looking
suggestion.
at the other shot. Yeah.
I like that better because I can control the cue ball better.
Yeah, but what if you run in, you push the 8 out, and the cue ball goes up, the 2 ball hits the rail, pushes the 5 out, and it leaves it right there.
Well, aren't you a pessimist?
Well, I'm just saying, shooting the 2 up into the center of the end rail, that completely is, taken out.
Well, you got to hit if you do.
Well, she's hit this nice.
Yeah, that seemed like it was pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
I didn't see much going wrong with that.
Well, unless you rub the, if you rub the 8, you could end up, selling out something.
Yeah.
And she didn't. She hit it perfect. April's called the 2 in the corner there.
Well, that looks.
Can we move the side pocket?
Looks like that 8 ball's kind of blocking this path
she's
here.
Spinning it. She
Oh,
almost
nice
made
try.
it. Oh, and the cue ball's going to come back out
It
and leave
is.
a nice shot here for Brittany to start with.
Yeah, back
and
some
forth.
left spin, back and forth out to the middle of the table. Gotta just miss the 5.
Yeah, and she doesn't even have to go back and forth. She can if she wants to, because that 3 only needs to go like 2, or the 2 ball only needs to go a couple inches to fall. Or maybe it's a little further out than that. Back and forth. Oh.
All right, now here comes the tough one, the 3 to the 4.
Yeah, you gotta really dig deep on this ball. And it's, it's so much of you gotta have faith that that ball's gonna keep sliding just until
Mhm.
it hits the ball for it to come out.
Yeah. Or she could follow. I mean, I think if she follows, I think she can miss the 9. I mean, that 9 looks like it's kind of pretty easy to hit, but I think she can avoid the 9 if she follows. Ooh, just missed the
And
9.
around, nice speed. Look at this shot. Oh,
That's a pretty good shot.
yeah, it is.
Nice speed. Nice avoiding the 9.
Uh-huh.
That's a nice shot all around.
You hit this with a little bit of inside to lengthen that angle out a little bit for the. Or is she just gonna?
Yeah, if you shoot this with bottom right, that'll really kill that cue ball like crazy.
Yeah. I was thinking, just some center right, just to lengthen that out a little bit.
Yeah, you can do center right. You can do center right or bottom right, or you can just center ball and roll and let the cue ball come up to the center of the table.
Yeah. Yeah, because the 7's next, so right there in the side pocket. Did Brittany take a break
She might be waiting for someone over on
on the other
table
table
16.
to shoot? Probably, because that's the only active table right
So
now.
I think I see some shadows moving, so I think there's
Oh, I
someone
saw
shooting over there.
I saw feet moving in the other thing, so I know that it didn't freeze up on us. All right, here we go. And, I know there's 5 other balls on the table, but this shot, that shot that she shot on that 3 ball is probably a match-winning shot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that was definitely the key shot for this rack for sure. Absolutely. The rest is all routine. It's just stay in line and
Yeah.
and just shoot them in like the professional that you are. Now just do your job and shoot them in the pockets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's just doing a little center with probably just a hint of left. Oh, no, she's going back down in between them. That was nice speed again. She doesn't have to try and hold it up, catch the ball a little bit fat. Nothing like that happening. Just letting her stroke out. Your adrenaline's going here too, so you get to hit the ball a little bit harder.
Yep. And just roll it in, center of the table. Just put some right spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
She got angle. She can just draw off of this a little bit.
Yep.
That's what she's gonna do.
Ideally, ideally you want to come out about as far as the 8 ball is out. You want to be about straight with the 8.
Yeah, so she can spin 2 rails around the 9 ball.
Yep.
Nice shot. Might have turned over, half a turn further than what ideal, but
I think she can work with this.
she's a climber. We know it. She's going once she's straight. No, okay, she's not. I thought she was straightening it up, but now she's putting the English on it to spin around. We know she can spin her rock.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That's a nice shot.
So how do you like this comeback from being down 6-1? An alternate break against a pretty good player.
Yeah. Defending champion.
Defending champion. And it's not like April was playing bad.
No, not at all. No. And this 10 ball to move on in the tournament, and I'll eliminate April Larson in 7th place. There
All
you
right.
go.
Great match. Good comeback. Great playing both ladies. Congratulations to April for a 7th place finish. That's a very respectable finish in this field of 64.
Mm-hmm.
And Brittany will be moving on and playing the loser of Jolly and Molly Bontrager.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for watching.